Somewhere beneath the waves, there might be a city that has been waiting over 11,000 years to be found. A city with golden temples, concentric rings of water, and a civilization so advanced it made the gods themselves jealous. Or maybe it never existed at all. Tonight, we're diving into the legend of Atlantis, the most famous lost city in human history. And by the end of this video, you might not know what to believe anymore. Let's start at the beginning. The story of Atlantis comes from a Greek philosopher named Plato around 360 BC. Not a historian, not an explorer, a philosopher. He wrote about it in two of his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, and he claimed the story had been passed down for generations, all the way from Egyptian priests to a Greek lawmaker named Solon, who brought it back to Athens. According to Plato, Atlantis was a massive island civilization, larger than Libya and Asia combined, sitting beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. And this wasn't just a city, it was an empire. Picture rings of land and water alternating like a bullseye, with a royal palace at the very center covered in silver, gold, and a strange metal called orichalcum that glowed like fire. The Atlanteans had canals for ships, hot and cold springs, exotic animals including elephants, and enough wealth that historians still don't have a real-world comparison for it. They were the most powerful civilization on Earth. Until they weren't. Plato says the Atlanteans became greedy. Corrupted by their own power, they tried to conquer the known world, including Athens itself. But the gods punished them. In a single day and night of catastrophe, earthquakes and floods swallowed the entire island. Atlantis didn't fall to war. It didn't decline slowly like Rome. It vanished completely in hours. Now here's where it gets interesting. For over 2,000 years, people have debated whether Plato was describing a real place or just telling a really good story to make a point about arrogance and downfall. Many scholars believe Atlantis was never meant to be taken literally at all. Plato was known for using myths and parables to teach philosophical lessons, and Atlantis, in this view, was simply a warning. This is what happens to empires that get too greedy kind of story. Not history, a metaphor. But not everyone agrees. And that's what makes this legend so addictive, because over the centuries, people have tried to find the real location of Atlantis in almost every corner of the globe. Some point to Santorini, a Greek island that experienced a massive volcanic eruption around 1600 BC. One so violent, it may have wiped out the Minoan civilization living there. The rings, the wealth, the sudden destruction, it lines up eerily well with Plato's description, just compressed and moved in time. Others look to the Richat Structure in Mauritania, a strange circular formation in the Sahara Desert that's visible from space. From above, it almost looks like concentric rings, exactly the kind Plato described. The problem? It's in the middle of a desert, hundreds of miles from any ocean. Critics say it's just a geological formation, nothing more. But that hasn't stopped people from building entire theories around it. Then there are the deep-sea theories. Explorers have pointed to underwater rock formations near the Azores, off the coast of Spain, and even near Cuba, claiming to have found walls, pyramids, and roads beneath the ocean floor. Almost every single one of these discoveries has later been explained as natural rock formations. But almost every single time, a new headline pops up a few years later claiming Atlantis has finally been found. It never quite is, so why won't this story die? Maybe because Atlantis represents something bigger than a lost city. It's the idea that somewhere out there, an advanced, wealthy, near-perfect civilization once existed, and it can all disappear in an instant. That's a terrifying and fascinating thought, especially for us, living in our own advanced civilization today. Every generation seems to want to believe that history hides secrets bigger than what we've been taught. And Atlantis is the ultimate secret. There's also a darker chapter to this story. In the 19th and 20th centuries, some writers twisted the Atlantis myth into pseudoscientific and even racially charged theories, claiming a master civilization seeded human progress around the world. Modern historians reject this completely. It has no archaeological basis, and it says a lot more about the people telling the story than it does about any lost city. So, was Atlantis real? The honest answer, we don't know. Most historians lean toward it being a philosophical fable. A story built to teach a lesson, not a place you could sail to. But the myth borrowed real disasters, real volcanic eruptions, real sunken islands, and wove them into something unforgettable. Maybe that's the real magic of Atlantis. It's not one lost city, it's every lost city, every fallen empire, every warning about pride before the fall. All wrapped into a single, haunting legend that refuses to sink. And maybe that's exactly why, more than 2,000 years later, we're still searching the ocean floor for it. Because some part of us wants it to be true.